What if there were a way to make your life easier as a leader and strengthen your pack at the same time? What if it wouldn't be difficult to implement? What if this new approach is informal, flexible, adaptable to your pack specific needs, as well as your parents' specific interests? Would you like to know more? There's an idea for units which is easy to implement and can make a world of difference to your unit, and it's called the new member coordinator. Let's begin by thinking back to the days when you first joined a Cub Scout pack. I bet there was plenty of excitement, but also a bit of confusion too. Maybe you were unsure if scouting was right for your family. Did you have any of these feelings? I know I did. I imagine every family feels that way at the beginning. There's so much going on and so much to learn. So, what are the typical questions and concerns a new family would experience when joining Cub Scouts, especially if the parents didn't grow up in scouting? Now that you've been a part of the pack for a while, what have you seen that helps you identify the concerns new youth and families may have about joining scouting? Love for you to share that information in the comment section. Additionally, I'd like to know what makes the difference in those first few weeks in the pack and den. What sort of things make families bond with scouting? And what are the things that cause them to leave? Love to also hear what you have gained out of scouting. What are some benefits that you've seen in your child and your family? For me, scouting helps boys and girls have fun, learn lifelong skills, and build lasting friendships. Recently, we've seen research evidence that being a scout makes significant difference in character and leadership development. The Tufts study showed that over 3 years, Cub Scouts in the Blue Arrows developed positive qualities like trustworthiness and helpfulness, in contrast to non Scouts in the light gray arrows. There was no statistical difference in character traits for the two groups when the study began. I think it's particularly interesting to see how cheerfulness, there in the first column, declined dramatically for other boys and girls not involved in Cub Scouts. And don't we want cheerful kids? Would you like to help others experience scouting? Would you like to decrease the number of families who leave soon after joining? Or perhaps you would like to have more adult volunteers. If you answered yes to any of these, then a new member coordinator is for you. New member coordinators tell the story of why Cub Scouting is worthwhile and a valuable activity for boys and girls, along with their families. What have you personally seen that convinces you of the value of scouting? Again, love to have you share that in the comment section. And those are the kinds of messages that new member coordinators share. They share them on social media, they share them in person. They help unit leadership with membership activities and events. And they assist new families to make them feel welcome and comfortable in their new scouting family. And the key is we need to make them easily identifiable. There's a new logo that we can put on shirts and which makes new member coordinators stand out. They're easily identifiable to all guests and new families. Your unit can choose how you identify your new member coordinator and how the logo is worn. Perhaps it's a pin, perhaps it's a vest, something that can be shared amongst many different people. Perhaps it's a different color t shirt to go along with your Class Bs, where you pick the color. Key is we want to make them identifiable to new families and all guests. More than one person can be a new member coordinator, and the position is specifically designed for a team approach. Multiple people can be registered for this position, And teams allow more people to contribute and take ownership of the goals and planning. Teams also allow each person to pick their area of focus, to do those aspects of the role that appeal to them personally and suit their skill set, talents, and personality. Just as a baseball team has a pitcher and a catcher and fielders who each do different jobs, so it can be with the new member coordinator team. Besides that, clearly many hands make light work, and being involved is more appealing when you have others working with you to accomplish the goal. New member coordinators don't have to go it alone. They have the support of their unit, district, and council leadership. Training is available and is easily accessible. Council level support in terms of print materials, social media campaigns, and other ideas for annual recruiting drives give the unit and the new member coordinator team ready made resources. The district committee and the district membership chair are available as well for training, coaching, and mentoring. Who in your pack might just be right for this position? Well, everything sounds great so far, but how do you find the right person or persons for the new member coordinator team? What sort of characteristics should you look for? A good candidate for this position is someone who is at ease with meeting and talking to new people, who's outgoing and friendly, who always has a smile, who is helpful, friendly, courteous, and kind, just like the Scout Law. A good candidate for this position is also someone who is caring and responsive, someone who is good with follow up. New families have lots of questions, and the new member coordinator needs to be available as a continuing point of contact after they join. They need to be willing to check in with the new members and see how they are doing and answer questions as they arise. A good candidate for this position is also someone who's tech savvy. Are they on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? You name it, they're on it. They enjoy using today's technology to share moments and memories, to invite others to join in, and to stay connected with family and friends. While some experience with the scouting program is a plus, it is not a prerequisite. The key here is enthusiasm. It's contagious. A new member coordinator doesn't need to know all the answers, but just be willing to find out and follow up. After all, new families generally need to know the practicalities: where to meet, when, where to buy a uniform, how to place the patches, things like that. It's great if the key leadership of your pack can collaborate on the candidates and the approach you'll use. Most parents of elementary school children are millennials. That is, they came of age in the year 2000 or later. Millennial parents are exactly what scouting needs. They have strong values that mesh well with the scouting values, including wanting to help others. They are focused on being prepared. Sound familiar? They bring a wealth of tech savvy and team building skills, and they've been volunteering all of their lives. That said, we welcome new member coordinators of any generation. There are two whys you'll need to explain. The first is, why is the role of the new member coordinator such a critical importance to the pack? And then also why you believe your prospect has talents, skills, personality to be a good fit for the role. People like to have others express confidence in their ability to contribute. After why comes what? What is the new member coordinator? What does he or she have to do? This is where you can explain the team concept of the position, coupled with the different aspects of the role, which allow the volunteer to have choice on how they contribute. All right, so now you've identified your prospect and prepared what you can say. Now you need to carefully select who is the best person to approach that individual. Usually the cub master or the committee chair would participate. But if there's someone else, perhaps a den leader or a pack trainer or someone else involved in the pack, who personally knows the candidate. They might be a good choice as well. Two people is often more effective. However, you approach your candidate, be sure to make it a personal invitation and listen carefully to their response and any questions they may have. Remember that people choose to do things based on one of three reasons: fellowship, achievement, and influence. If your ask includes all three of these, they will be more likely to say yes. Hopefully, they say yes. But if not, based on their response, you may find out what sort of volunteer role they would like to do. For example, assist in campouts, bring snacks, handle the budget. Pick the best date, time, and place to meet with this candidate. Right after a pack meeting, when everyone is trying to get home, may not be a good time. Some place where you can talk comfortably and with few interruptions would be a plus. One resource you can use when describing the new member coordinator role is the Welcome Training module, which is available online and is in a link in the notes section. This course could be shared using a tablet or a laptop, and you and your candidate could view it together. It explains the role of the new member coordinator and may be an effective sales tool for you. Yes, there is training available. And best of all, it is very manageable and easily accessed online through Scouting U, the BSA's national online training site. The new member coordinator training is specifically designed to reflect the team concept for this position and to be easily accomplished in a short period of time. Right now, new member coordinators can take the first course. Eventually, to be considered fully trained, a volunteer will also need to take one of three parts of the job modules. And those parts of the job modules are sharing the benefits of scouting, coordinating recruiting, and guiding the joining and welcoming. Of course, you can take all three. The website offers great resources, and additional materials are added often. So remember that the new member coordinators will be helping your PAC to develop its membership plan, which is really just another way of saying how your PAC will prepare to welcome new members and encourage them to feel a sense of belonging so that they will stay. It's always more fun when you have a great team. Many hands do make light work, and the new member coordinator team position is designed to help make scouting more enjoyable for all. For more information, please contact your unit commissioner or your district membership chair.